Hello there, guys, and welcome to Daily Updates. The MK Party is serious about their business. They are ready to do the work. And we have seen this by them recruiting Floyd Shivambu in the party and even giving him a good position, a crucial position in the national organizer. Now, we've already seen Colleen Makhubela closing Sarah and joining MK Party. And now, following in the footsteps of Colleen Makhubela and Floyd Shivambu, Bongani Baloi has joined the MK Party.
President Zuma have the right and legitimacy to lead the project of consolidating the forces of the left and other progressive movements. The time for fragmentation is over. Sambile Sayosama, by election, believing we've got the best vision. And people spoke, and decisively so. People endorsed and appreciated what Umkhonto is doing because there was a need. So when we looked at Umkhonto, we saw ourselves. Sayibona ukuthi nayo into yasibungu ayinamlungu phakathi siyayithanda. Bebasitshela ukuthi sihambe siyoconsolidate with other parties that were funded by the Oppenheimers. We resisted a lot of pressure from many people, influencers, journalists, and so-called political analysts that we must go and consolidate our politics, consolidated in the pockets of the Oppenheimers. And that's why we can stand here with a clear conscience, because we see ourselves in yourselves. As a result, the executive of Shiloba took the following decision. With this understanding, we as a collective leadership unanimously agreed the following. One, that we are going to deregister Shiloba with the IEC, effective immediately. Number two, that the collective leadership will all join Umkhonto Wesizwe Party. Number three, that the collective leadership will encourage our members to join Umkhonto Wesizwe Party. Number four, that we send our sincere appreciation and thanks to our members for the collective contributions, sacrifices, and commitment, and as disciplined members, we encourage them to take up membership where they are in Umkhonto Wesizwe Party. So we are
Colleen closed Sarah and joined MK Party. Bongani has just closed Shiluva and joined the MK Party. MK Party is making big moves. They are recruiting a lot of leaders, but specifically Bongani, I think it's written Floyd Shivambu all over it. Floyd Shivambu, it looks like, as the national organizer, part of it is to look for good leaders that are going to be part of the MK Party. Of course, a lot of people are going to disagree with me with the issue of MK Party and good leaders. As you have seen, Lucky Montana, Brian Molefe, and the rest of them, a lot of people are going to say you can't really call those good leaders. Okay, we can put that aside. But you have someone like Bongani Baloi, who could have chosen any other political party, but instead went to MK Party. Let us look at it this way. This is the former Midvaal mayor. He was in the DA, went from the DA to Action SA. From Action SA, went to form his own political party, Shiluva. I was one of the people who said that the decision to form your political party would just end in tears, because as much as Bongani is a good leader, he's someone who can be an addition to a political party and then produce results. He's not someone who can go alone, run a political party and then be successful. He's not one of those. Bongani can do well and help produce results only if he is part of the team. If he joins the MK Party and they give him a good position, obviously they're going to work well towards MK Party being a formidable force. They are currently the official opposition in parliament, and I think one thing that MK Party is trying to do is to gather more votes in 2026 and go on to 2029 and probably become number 2 if not number 1. The only political party that reduced the ANC to 40%. If we undermine them, it might be too late, because they are working well towards gathering that public support and confidence. If other political parties are sleeping, by the time they wake up, MK Party would have taken all their members. The fact that each and every member, when they resign, most of them, let me just say most of them, when they resign, they head towards MK Party, should be a lot of concern to many other people. The GNU is busy at work trying to make sure that Zuma doesn't get any other chance. Other political parties should do the same, as we can see with MK Party, recruiting a lot of members, and I think credit in the near future will be given to Floyd Shivambu, because that position was very strategic. they gave Floyd Shivambu the national organizer so that he can go out there, convince leaders who are not even part of the political party he was the deputy president of. He's going to try and get any other leader that is there for the taking. Let us look at this way. Julius Malema, at one point, when he was addressing the lecture, he went on to praise Bongani Baloi and said that at one point he wanted to recruit Bongani to the EFF, but unfortunately, Bongani did not come to the party. That is why he failed as the leader of Shiluva.
I managed to see Bongani. I don't know if there are still many others I've noticed. Bongani, when he left Action SA, I asked him to join the EFF, and he thought he was so popular to an extent that he will pull it alone, that he was going to be an independent candidate. Later he formed a party, Shiluva and Shem. He doesn't even have a single seat. So if he had come to the EFF, he will be a member of parliament by now, because as an individual, he possessed the necessary qualities of leadership.
Now you look at the movement of many leaders who are going to MK Party, some of them with Smolanyana parties closing them and going to MK Party. And you wonder, what is it that the MK Party has that is attracting a lot of them? MK Party is serious about their business. And one of the things that they would have to change when time goes on is to move their head office from Nkandla, put it in Durban, or move it from KZN and take it to Gauteng, and then reach out to the masses. You know, Gauteng is where everything is happening. Move it to the masses and go around all over South Africa, as Floyd Shivambu has been given that position, and influence a lot of people. Let us put aside the topic of corruption, the topic of what's going on. I think what Jacob Zuma is doing now is that he knows that he's very old. He's no longer going to be taking part in politics, but he's trying to leave a legacy that is going to challenge the ANC. It could be a good thing for the ANC because it is going to push them towards performing better and being accountable. But Zuma is coming to say that if you are not working, I'm going to take over. The most important elections would be the 2026 local elections, followed by the 2029 general elections. While other parties are suffering, MK Party is ready to recruit a lot of members so that they can work and challenge the GNU and the ANC.